It's the Lunch Show with Chad Summers. Fasten your seatbelts for the greatest radio show in the world, ever. And now, the host of the Lunch Show, Chad Summers.
All right. Welcome to the Lunch Show, everybody. My name is Chad Summers. I'm your host. Glad you could join us on this tropical weather day here on the East Coast. Not much fun, but the show will help me mentally. Before we get to the birthdays, I just wanted to say you can always email me at chadslunchshow@gmail.com and support the show by subscribing. And we've got new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Don't miss those. Don't be oblivious when you're out with the buds this weekend. I'm telling you, got to be abreast of what's going on, or else they're just going to be like, okay, this guy or girl's they're out of it. They're out of it. You don't want to be that person. All right, here's today's birthdays that are worth mentioning. Joan Jett is 64. Scott Baio, 62. And Bonnie Hunt is 61. Now, Bonnie Hunt, the name really sounded familiar, but I'm sitting here looking at her picture, and I'm like, you know what? I don't really remember her. But she was in a bunch of things. She was in Rain Man, Jumanji, which I didn't see, Jerry Maguire, The Green Mile, and Cheaper by the Dozen, which I didn't see that one either. But, typically, if I don't know someone, then they don't make the birthday list. But it seems like I should know her, so that's why I mentioned it. Anyway, all right. Also on this day in history, in 2015, New York Yankee Yogi Berra died at age 90. 1999, The West Wing was premiered. 1994, TV sitcom Friends premiered. And in 1692, in what was to be the last executions during the Salem witch trials, 8 people were hanged. That's like one of the darkest spots in our history. I mean, that was during when this country was made up of colonies, so it didn't really happen in the technically in the United States. It happened on the land, but not in this country, as we are governed now. Anyway, that is it. Let's get into the news. We've got breaking weather news. This one is from AccuWeather. Brewing tropical storm to hit U.S. coast with heavy rain, wind, and rough seas. Yes, I am in the eye of that storm, unfortunately. It's wreaking havoc on my weekend. But that's all right. That's all right. We'll play some Monopoly or something. So, that made me look into, they mentioned something about PTC in the couple articles I read about this storm, and it's called a potential tropical cyclone. Well, they're all tropical cyclones from my research. Even the ones that are 20 miles an hour, they're all cyclone, like a tropical depression, which is the first of the NOAA list of classifications for these tropical storms. Here's the list according to NOAA: tropical depression, tropical storm, hurricane, major hurricane. Okay, so what a PTC, potential tropical cyclone? Well, all of the first one is tropical depression, and that's a cyclone. So they're all tropical cyclones. So this PTC thing, I don't get that. But anyway, that aside, my weekend's ruined by this. This is a tropical storm, so it's no joke. It's going to bring a ton of rain, and fairly high winds, which hopefully don't destroy too much. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, we've got one from Fox News. Fetterman, amid dress code controversy, agrees to wear suit to, quote, save democracy, avoid shutdown. So you know what? This stems from well, basically, it stems from the people that elected this guy. It's not you can't be mad at Fetterman. It just shows you who our people are becoming in this country. It's terrible, and I'm from Pittsburgh. Okay, so I'm pretty embarrassed by this guy. But he then you've got it's not just him though. You've got Chuck Schumer. He's the one who decided to let Fetterman slide on the dress code violation. There shouldn't even be a dress code. We should be voting people in that just know how to dress. Okay, there shouldn't be a dress code. Having said that, there is a dress code, and he violated it. A code's a code, a law's a law, a rule's a rule, whatever. But this is hideous. It's absolutely hideous. This guy, uh, and now like he's got this new mustache. He looks like a hellion. Let's just say a hellion. Yeah. He looks like a drug dealer is what he looks like. All right, let's just be honest. Anyway, we got one from Reuters. Reuters. Sorry, my bad. Sam Bankman-Fried to stay in jail, appeals court rules. So if what happened was is he got caught witness tampering. He's trying to make things work out the way he wants them to work out, obviously. And he got caught, so now he's in the can. And if he's in the can until this whole thing plays out to a final verdict, he may never see the light of day because he should get life. Alrighty here, but yeah, he's gonna stay in the can probably the rest of his life where he belongs. All right, this one from Newsmax. Rupert Murdoch steps down. Son Lachlan takes over. All right, well, whatever. All right, we got another one from Reuters. This is funny, not shocking at all. China climate envoy says phasing out fossil fuels, quote, unrealistic. Really, big shocker they would take that stance. Who would have guessed that? Look, that even if we did everything like alternate fossil fuel energy and just completely eliminated fossil fuels, the rest of the world's still going to do fossil fuels. So it's not going to help. It's not going to save the planet. Oh my God. All right, that leaves us with one more story, and it's a good one. It always is at the end of the lunch show episodes. This one comes from Good News Network. But before we get to that, I just want to say you can always email me at Chad's Lunch Show if you want to comment on anything here. If you say something worth putting on the show, I'll do it. I will definitely include that to the next show. All right, here we go. Good news for today. Thousands of acres of koala haven forest to come under logging bans in New South Wales, Australia, obviously. Notice how they didn't say koala bear, because koalas are, in fact, not bears. All right, here we go. I'm just going to read some of this one. Down under, there's a massive campaign to connect 315,000 hectares or 750,000 acres of coastal habitat for koalas in New South Wales into a single national park. Just remember that coastal habitat. Now a new logging ban to come into effect will protect 106 hubs across 8,400 hectares, which is 21,000 acres, of forest where koalas in the wild are known to congregate in largest numbers. It was a, quote, historic step forward, said Nature Conservative Counseling Acting Chief Executive Brad Smith, describing the area as, quote, the most important koala habitat in the world. Parcel is just one part, though key, of the 315,000 hectares that a coalition of conservative organizations is hoping to protect forever to ensure koalas can survive the eons. Okay, so the whole thing. So let's see here. What they've done so far is 21,000 150,000 hectares, and the total that they're planning on banning logging land they're planning on banning logging on is 315,000 hectares. So that's a lot. That's like we said earlier, 750,000 acres. So yeah, and this is land along the coast. Why would you strip that land along the coast, just killing that habitat? No, I'm all for this. I mean, it's a good cause. It's good news. It's good news, and that's why it's at the end of this episode on September 22nd, 2023. We appreciate you joining us. We're going to call that the episode. Until Tuesday, keep kicking ass in your life. Peace out.
All right, folks, that's it for the lunch show today. Don't forget to come back every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. And don't forget to like, share, tweet, subscribe, friend, listen, email, and tell your friends and family about us. We need every single one of y'all. Thank you in advance for your support, and I hope you all have an awesome day.
You just listened to The Lunch Show.